people, welcome back to Rhys King's Game Channel. I'm Rhys King as always, and today we're on a first of many to come, a podcast. AskDaPodcast to be precise. And you guys can finally see Mr. Tom. He's over to this side of me. Look, that's Mr. Tom. Hello, Tom.
My right hand is waving faster than my left hand.
It's making your camera freak out. He's going invisible.
It's quite disconcerting not being able to see you. All I've got is this weird picture of you straining in the middle of my screen.
Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing now. But anyway, right. Right, guys, we are going to be doing this. This podcast is going to come up probably around about a monthly occasion, give or take a few days here and there. It's going to be something we're going to be working on. It's also going to be something that's going to sort of progress with time. So the more we do it, the more we'll get better at it. And also the better we'll get with the subject sort of conversation that you guys want to hear and so on and so forth. So feedback is going to be most necessary for you guys on this one. If you can let us know in the comments what you think, subjects you'd like us to speak about. There is an entire section that will be dedicated to you guys, the viewers, or the listeners, because this is actually going to be a downloadable podcast as well. You'll be able to download it on iTunes to start with, and then as I learn more and more ways to sort of mediate, then we can sort of open it out to other branches and things as well. So to start with, you'll be able to get either the audio version, or you'll be able to listen to it on the channel, watch it on the channel, and so on and so forth. Hello, Tom. I see you. And it's really kind of it's surprising because I keep looking over and I'm like, oh, I can see you on my screen. So, yeah, that is pretty much going to be the gist of it. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some silly quizzes. We're going to be doing some talkings about some of the game stuff, some stuff that's on the channel, some stuff that we've been playing personally. We're also going to, like I say, have an entire section that will be dedicated to you guys. But when we get to that, we will talk more about what we want you guys to do for us. And then that's pretty much going to be it. Like I say, we are going to grow, and it will grow naturally, won't it, Tom? It'll grow naturally with doing stuff like comes great responsibility.
A mushroom. Yes, like a mushroom growing in the woodlands.
Like, yep, like a mushroom growing in the woodlands, baby. But yeah, so this sexual. I don't know why my mind went there, but whatever.
don't know why that was sexual, but all right. We'll go with it.
I'm a very sexual person. Right, anyway, moving on swiftly. So welcome to the podcast.
We should.
So right, we've got well, just in general, really. So we've been playing quite a lot of stuff really recently, haven't we? Together, Mr. Tom, you have got me Rocket League, which was kind of cool. We've also been playing. What else have we been playing? We've been hitting up some of the co-op on the old Plague Inc., which has been coming on the channel as well.
Yeah, that was good. Although we sucked horribly at that.
We really did, yeah. I actually got a comment.
I don't think we've
saying
been
that.
back to it since, actually, for a while.
No, I was going. Someone commented on it yesterday for me, which will be a whole different day by the time this goes out. But someone commented yesterday, just going, "I think where you went wrong is you basically died," and I was like, thanks, that's super helpful. So what you need to do is hold off on your mutations. And I'm thinking, well, mutations are actually pretty horrific. They come at you like a rave in that game as well, don't they? Which has been just a thing.
And
but
it costs a lot of points because that's what we do. That's standard Plague Inc. practice. Keep your mutations low so that you can be sneaky, and then go viral instantly. So we were doing that, but it's like every 5 seconds you've got a mutation.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty freaking
and the
harsh.
world's on it. The game is on it. As soon as you get like a slight snivelly nose, it's like, oh, it's a major disease! Find it!
Kill him! Yeah, it's pretty hideous actually for that.
Yeah.
But
thanks for your input.
Sorry?
Shuddy. I said thanks to that guy's input, but shuddy.
Yes. Well, I always respect your guys' feedback, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, you had to be there, guys. You had to be there. Sometimes watching something is so different to when you're actually recording or playing it. You miss the little small things, I think, because you're more focused on like a central thing of what you're trying to do, opposed to like the small bits that are going on around the screen. Like one of the things that I also got commented on was about some of the messages popping up on the side of the screen, you know, like really useful information, but when you're playing it, you're kind of like, oh, fuck, do this, fuck, do that, fuck, do this. But also I do it myself, I mean, because I'm a bit of a YouTube whore anyway. I love watching YouTube as well, but when you're watching someone's videos, you notice all of these small things around it. Same as if you look at a photo, you sometimes don't look at the photo of the person, you end up start looking at the stuff in the background of the photo that no one else would realise.
Yeah.
But you know, do you know what I mean? Like that theory.
And all you can do is focus on that one mistake. Like I was watching your first FIREWATCH video, which we'll come on to later, and you put your backpack in your car, like a couple of scenes earlier, and then when you first begin on your hike, you didn't get your backpack, and all I could think is, you're going to die in this because you didn't take your backpack, and I wonder if the computer's going to make you pay for it later on.
We did take it.
Happens.
We did take it. Just
did you?
Spoiler alert. Yeah, he just had it on his back. I think because it kind of cuts in on that scene. I think you imaginary land. You picked up your backpack. I think you're just gonna have to roll with that as a. I can't think what the word is for it, but one of those overlook it. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, I think we should actually go straight into to the quiz if you fancy it. You fancy that?
I fancy it. Like it's my wife.
So in this section of it, guys, which we are going to call the quiz section, original
names. Might develop some other ones later, but for now, go what you know.
Yeah. Like I say, just expect growth in this series, guys. It is going to continue to evolve. Mushroom growth, which somehow my mind took sexually. Let's go back there again. Right. Okay, the quiz I have picked for you, Mr. Tom, this week is: Are you stupid?
Well, I think we can already estimate an answer to that one, but I'm willing to put it into proof. That's not even intended.
So for you guys at home, I'm going to be putting up the questions on screen so that you can see them as well. And for Tom, I'm going to ask you the questions. It's a multiple choice thing, and it wrangles up an answer at the end of it, and it will give us an answer as to whether you are stupid or not. I don't think you're stupid personally, but I just thought it'd be kind of funny to find out if the internet thought you were stupid.
I don't, but now I am worried. I'm a little bit worried, and I feel quite a lot of my self-esteem is going to be based upon this internet assessment of me now.
I feel the same way. I might base everything I think of you on this too. Just a little heads up.
We've had each other.
Just a little heads up on your behalf. It is a little unfair in certain areas. Ooh, just hit my microphone. A little unfair in certain areas because, well, okay, it's a little bit about America, so you might be stupid in those areas. Not because we don't like America, but we're from UK. Right, here we go. Right, question. Sorry?
Go on.
Question 1. Which side of your body is your left hand on when you're looking in a mirror?
It's still on the left.
Is that your answer?
You were talking about the reflection. Well, that's like a double. That's like a trick question. It could be asking because my hand isn't physically changing, and it's still my left. On my left, I'm gonna go with my left.
Yeah. So the left side. There's a multi-choice thing, so I should probably give you those multi-choice answers. I guess would be fair. Sorry, you cut out a little bit. I couldn't hear what you said. But the right side, the left side, both sides. It depends on what. It depends on what you're looking at in the mirror. Oh. That's strange. That sounds like a very odd answer.
Because when I hold my hand up to the camera, it just essentially is giving me on my screen a reflected. It's still on the left. I'm going left.
You're going left.
Thanks, technology. Yes.
Okie dokie. Is it possible to draw a 6-sided Star of David without lifting your pen or pencil from the paper?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Final answer. Boom. Right.
I've done it. I know it is.
Cool. I'm pretty sure it is, to be honest. 3. Goldfish are very stupid animals with a memory span of just 5 seconds, which I'm not sure on, but whatever, we'll go into that another day. It takes only 4.5 seconds to read this question. Could a goldfish answer this question? Yes, within 5 seconds, with 0.5 seconds to spare, or no, or, wait, I forgot the question. Ask it again.
I can't remember the question, but I can get the general gist. I don't think that goldfish thing's true.
I don't think it's true. In fact, I think it's actually been proven that it's not true at this point in real life. But I don't know when this quiz was written.
I think question A was yes, it could answer it. Well, it couldn't because it's a goldfish and it can't talk. Do you know what? I think this whole quiz is going to be a sneaky double question. There are very silly answers. But I'm going A.
I think the same thing as well. So you reckon first one, yes, it would have 0.5 seconds to spare?
Yeah, but I reckon the answer would be like, silly man, fish can't talk. They couldn't answer this even if they did have a good memory. That's what I'm expecting. Carry on.
In the film Forrest Gump, Bubba famously said, which of the following about stupid? Okay, so answer 1. Stupid is like a box of chocolates. Me and stupid goes together like peas and carrots. Stupid is as stupid does, or none of the above. Right, do you want me to reiterate the question first?
No. So he's talking about stupid in relation to himself.
Bubba,
yeah. Is Bubba the main character? I watched this film so long ago.
Forrest Gump is the main character.
Oh, of course he is. Crap, I have no idea. I'm going to go with what was the second one?
So you've got stupid is like a box of chocolates. Me and stupid go together like peas and carrots. Stupid is as stupid does, or none of the above.
I'm going to go with stupid is as stupid does, but I don't think that's probably from the film.
Okay.
It's just a saying.
I'm just going to tell you now, I already can tell you got that one wrong. But we can't go back, so...
Damn it!
It's actually a double question, because Bubba doesn't say any of that. Forrest Gump says, stupid is as stupid does, but Bubba Gump does not. So, he talks about shrimp quite a lot.
It's a big, tricky question.
Okay, question 5. There is a lot of gender stereotypes about one gender, okay? Or the other being stupid. How do you feel? I'm a guy, girls are stupid. I'm a woman, boys are stupid. I'm a guy, but I don't think women are stupid. I'm a girl, but that doesn't mean I think guys are stupid. What the fucking stupid question is that?
I don't even understand the question.
Okay.
So, just read the question.
There are a lot of gender stereotypes about one gender, or the other being stupid. So basically like girls saying, boys are stupid, or girls saying...
Is that meant to be, or is it meant all of them revolve around them being stupid?
I don't know. I think it's just what's your opinion. I'm a guy, girls are stupid. I'm a woman, boys are stupid. I'm a guy, but I don't think women are stupid. Think about this one very carefully, because you're a married man, Tom. And I'm a girl doesn't mean... So, your answer is...
Was there none of the above?
Yes. No. Well, you just say I'm a guy and I don't think women are stupid. I'm probably going to just suggest that you say that one. But...
Yeah. Well, that is my honest opinion.
Right.
Done.
Some dark
yes,
humor.
I'm going with that one. I am a guy, and women are not stupid.
That is
not
good.
all of them.
That is good. Question 6. Can a baseball pitcher throw a baseball at 60 miles per hour without it touching any other object or surface, and it stop and come right back at him? What? I'm going to read that one more time, okay?
Okay. No, I get it. Can he throw it at 60 miles an hour and it come back to him without touching anything? Well, yes.
Hang on. Do you want the four answers as well?
Oh, yeah, go on then, yeah.
Yeah. No, yes. Only if the ball is not evenly weighted. If it is not possible to answer this question, it's a paradox.
If it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Well, I think it probably is. I think you probably could under the right conditions.
Yeah, I mean that's like a full circle on itself. Will you throw it around the world?
Yeah, I reckon like you could put him out in space, throw it, and he'd kind of like it would follow the Earth's gravitational rotation, or you could put him like some sort of vacuum thing.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't specify where you are. You what? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes.
I reckon done in science, and I will write to the people of the quiz and challenge them if they say no. I'm a scientist.
Fair
See if
enough.
I am actually right.
Okay, question 7. How many times can you fold a plastic drinking straw in half? It goes up to 5 or unlimited. I'm pretty sure it's not unlimited.
So wait, so there's just 2 options on this one, 5 or...
Well, it's up to 5, so 0 to 5 times, or is it unlimited? I mean, I guess they're basing it off, like, let's say, for instance, a McDonald's straw. Like
I
an average
reckon
straw.
twice, because I know that with a piece of paper, any piece of paper, like the maximum you can do is like 10 or something.
7.
Even if it was like 7, yeah, or something like that. Even if it was like the size of England, you'd still only be able to fold it 7 times.
Okay. You want 2? You reckon only 2 times?
So once in half, and then once again.
I think you could fold it more than 2 times.
In my head, I'm kind of going for it to without me having to hold it. Once, twice, maybe 3, but I don't think it would squidge down enough.
Okay. No, okay.
Like
We'll
I would have to hold it for it to be properly halved.
Okay. 3, we reckon then, yeah?
Yeah. 1, 2. No, I'm still going 2.
Yeah, still
I
2.
reckon 2.
Do you reckon 2? I reckon I could fold it more than 2 times. It doesn't say about it having to hold it. It just says about how many times you could fold it. So I'm just in half. So I'm thinking it's more about, it would be more not about if you could hold it. It'd be more about whether it would get to a point when you weren't folding it in half and it being like an even half. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when you fold a bit of paper, if you try and do it 8 times, you might be able to do it, but it wouldn't be a true half that you're folding it in. I think it'd be a bit higher than 2. I think personally it'd probably be about 3 or 4, but that's just my opinion.
I'm going 2, possibly 3. My mind can conceive of 3.
3.
But within the own parameters I put within my head, only 2.
Okay, fair. Right, on to
Okay.
question 8. A straight road runs through a forest that is 100 miles across. You have 10 gallons of gas in your car, and your car gets 10 miles per gallon. How far can you drive into the forest without running out of gas? Now your answers are 50 miles, 90 miles, 100 miles, or 200 miles. Bearing in mind that the forest is only 100 miles across, so I don't know why it says 200 miles, but... Or is it a trick question?
I'm not so good at the maths.
No.
Give me the question again.
Okay.
So it's 100 mile across.
100 miles across. You have 10 gallons of gas in your car, so fuel for us English people, or petrol, or diesel, in your car. You have 10 gallons of gas in your car. You have to get 10... Oh, so you get 10 miles per gallon. How many miles are you going to get?
Okay, so it's just like 10 times 10.
Yeah, 100.
Which is, yeah. Alright, I'll get 100.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm answering with you here just because I'm involved in this question. I feel like I'm involved in it now. We're both stupid at this point. But yeah, I reckon it's 100. I know what you mean about stuff like that. They sometimes get confusing as well. Right, number 9.
Downhill. I
This-
can roll for a bit.
This is where you're going to go downhill, I think, on the question side of things. How many US national holidays fall between Christmas and New Year's Eve?
I don't know.
You've got between 0 and 8. Between Christmas and New Year's. It's got to be 0, isn't it, between the two of them? Because Thanksgiving's
'cause
before.
You get three days. So there's Black Friday. Is that a holiday?
That's not a holiday, that's just a sale.
Yeah, but I reckon they do like a holiday with it.
You reckon?
I'm going to say 3.
3.
4. I'm going to say 4.
4 holidays
Four.
between Christmas and New Year's. It's only a week.
Yeah, I'm crazy, and I think the Americans are crazy.
Hey, disclaimer here.
They're crazy in a bad way. Not like, shoot your dog crazy.
Alright, I'll allow it. I was just going to say...
The gentle crazy.
Good crazy. I love you Americans, by the way, because you are like 75% of my audience, so... Love you, love you, love you. That was me kissing your butts. Question 10. Exactly how many 0.5 inch slices can you cut from a whole loaf of bread that is 10 inches long? So how many 0.5 inches can you slice from a 10 inch long loaf of bread? Just to word it in a slightly better way. You got 1, 10 or 20?
10.
10?
Pure guess. Can't even do the maths. But a bit of paper, I could do all this. It's my dyslexia. Just gonna blame it on that. It's my dyslexia. Can't do maths.
Okay. 1, 10 or 20?
10.
10.
20.
20?
10, 20?
10, 20.
Yeah, it's got to be 20. Yeah, because you're
it's half an inch.
Doubling. All right, we'll go with 20. Go with 20.
All right, continue. I think... Oh, fuck me, there's more questions. Right, okay. This is a really long quiz. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C., a building, or New York? What's the capital?
What is the capital of America?
I have a really weird feeling that this is a trick question in itself, but is it Washington or New York?
Sure, it's Washington, isn't it?
I feel like it's Washington, but I also have a weirdest feeling that it's actually New York. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
No, because White House is in Washington.
Yeah, the White House is in Washington, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Washington.
Oh, yeah, Washington. Okay, cool. I have a weird feeling that it's New York. I don't know why, I just have a feeling I've heard it in a movie before, and I'm like, I don't really know. Right.
The Big Apple. Oh, yeah, it could be. Oh, I just don't know. Sorry, Americans.
Sorry, Americans.
I don't know anything about the country.
Question 12. Divide 100 by half, add 17, what do you get? So 100 by half and add 17.
67.
67! I don't even need to give you the answers for that because you got it. I'm pretty sure that's right. A lawyer once said to a judge, "I'm lying."
Yep.
Was he telling the truth? Yes? No? He was neither lying nor telling the truth.
Well, it's got to be option C because we just don't know.
We don't know, do we? I mean, that's a pretty fucking open-ended thing, if anything.
Yeah. Was he lying? Will the answer change when we give our answer?
I don't know, because he could be saying anything. I mean, if his Oscar's Pistorius, then no one fucking knows other than me.
It doesn't even matter because he's the lawyer. He's not the defendant.
That's a good point.
Or the defendant.
Yeah. Okay, right, okay.
There is the generalisation that lawyers lie anyway. Jim Carrey made a whole film about it.
He was the liar. That's true.
Yeah, that's what the whole film was predicated on.
But if we've learned anything from that film, then very young children can make wishes with a birthday cake and stuff will come true. I mean, I tried it myself as a child. Didn't work. But maybe I wasn't magical enough, I don't know. I have never shit a rainbow, so I can't say I'm magical, okay?
Wasn't there something to do with stars? There's like a shooting star or something?
I don't know. I can't remember. I remember Jim Carrey.
Granny.
A voodoo granny, did you say?
Yeah, definitely a voodoo granny.
I don't know.
My version there is.
I grant you your one wish for your father to stop bullshitting you to every fucking turn, you know? Fucking hell.
I think that's pretty. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, love generally has a lot of things to do with this.
Actually, I think it might be love that conquered all because he wanted his parents to get back together.
Yeah, and he did.
He succeeded.
They did.
Yeah, he fucked off that stupid Ned Flanders motherfucker and got his daddy back. Yeah, the claw is coming to get you.
Oh, you're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. And the woman's just like, stop now.
Yeah.
Jerry. What's his name?
That's it. Jerry, yeah, well done.
Back. Yeah. Just pop in the head.
Right, we have 2 questions left on. We're nearly fucking there. One of them is a really easy question. I hope you get right. Okay, first one anyway. 14. How many times can you subtract 7 from 49? 1, 6, 7, 8, or more than 8?
Hang on.
You cheat.
Ask me the question.
How many times can you subtract 7 from 49? 7
So
divided by
7,
49.
49. Subtract it.
Yeah, how many times can you subtract 7 from 49?
As in subtraction.
As in, I'm dragging out the question to see if I can answer
Well,
it.
that's an interesting. I reckon. What are the options?
You make yourself look suspicious when you start sliding off the camera. You do realise that, don't you?
What were the options?
1, 6, 7, 8, or more than 8.
7.
Oh god, it's like it came straight off the top of your head.
I know. Who would have thought?
Right. Anyway, here we are. We're back. Right. Would you go back to school to get smarter? Well, that's an obvious answer. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a bonus question, by the way. Would you believe? Now we are finally we're getting your answer. We're going to find out if you're stupid or not.
I wait on tender hooks.
You should. Tender hookings. Processing.
Your balls.
Are you stupid? The stupid test. The test that tests if you're stupid. What a great website. I love this website. In case you're wondering, guys, you might see a straw appear every now and then, but this is my Sonic cup. Look at this. Sonic. The hedgehog. You have a Sonic cup.
I just giant water bottle.
Sponsored by no one. Bah.
I could tell you who it's sponsored by.
Got him.
Cherry and berry squash. Actually, I can't. The name's been worn away off of it.
Do you know, I did that. I snuck over and I was like, you motherfucker, you're gonna product placement in my motherfucking video. With a bit of sandpaper just to embrace that thing off.
No added sugar. And no artificial flavours or colours.
Any artichokes in there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Putting in what?
You might be surprised by this. You might be surprised. Number one, I'm a little surprised because it doesn't actually give me the answers to the questions. But
okay.
Most importantly, are you ready? So I'm going to put a drum roll in now. You are not stupid. Oh, we break the internet. I mean, I was going the other way.
I feel validated.
Yeah, your results.
Validated.
You are not stupid. That is good. I'm very pleased for you, actually.
Does it give you any sort of score or indication as to anything?
Literally nothing. It just says at the end, your result, you are not stupid. Congratulations. You're not as stupid as you look.
Oh, I don't know.
And also, sadly, you failed at the stupid test, which is sad.
What?
You failed at being stupid.
Be stupid. Was that the whole point? Was the actual questions to try and be stupid?
I don't really know, but I guess here lies the evidence, and you can show this to anyone, any job interview you like in future, anything you want. Here is the Rhys the King approval and the internet itself, the whole internet, saying, you, Tom, you are not stupid.
Yes.
What more could you ask for in life?
£1 million, please.
Okay, well, we have a ringer on line 2. What's that? No. Okay, I like it. Right, okay, let's move on to the next section of the podcast. So, guys, that was the quiz. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It was brought up some interesting topics, at least. I'll give it that.
It was hard. Yeah.
Some of the questions were hard, but then because we're English, so, you know, some of the questions were unanswerable.
I kind of want to Google what the capital of America is now.
Do it. Let's do it. Do it on fucking camera right now. Let's put it up.
I'm doing it.
You do that, and I'll start into the next subject, which is part 3 of the podcast, which is our game chat. So I can actually start talking about it straight away. I've been playing on the channel recently, guys, and you can find it you can find it in the playlists on the channel if you guys want to watch it. If you guys are listening on the podcast, just the audio version of the podcast, you can come over to my channel, which will be linked in the podcast description as well, and you can come over and watch the full game playthrough, which is FIREWATCH. Now, this game is actually fucking fantastic. I have to say, hands down, I actually really, really enjoyed it from start to finish. Very, very cleverly written, very, very clever. I think, most importantly for me, the voice acting in that game was really, really good. It was like, for a small development team, they did like a AAA title's worth of voice acting, in my opinion. I don't mean because their voices were good, I just mean it was very well written, very well acted, and everything about that game was really, really good and super, super intriguing. You honestly didn't know which way the game was going to end. Now, here's a little spoiler alert. I'm going to throw up a little spoiler alert. Spoiler alert! If you if you don't want to know this, then I would skip forward just slightly in the podcast. But the end for me, critically disappointing.
Wait. You're doing... Okay, I need to stop right now. I'm going to mute you for a second because I might want to play this game.
Okay, mute me for a second. I'll just talk to you guys, the podcasters, for a second.
I don't know how you're going to get me back online because I can't see, but message me or something. Did he?
Okay.
Oh wait, I muted myself. How do I
mute
mute
yourself? I don't know, you're very special. Just take your headphones off, you idiot.
Get away from me.
And he said...
I can still hear you.
And he said... I can't believe he passed the stupid test, to be honest with you. Right, here we go. Guys, one of the things I want to talk about is the ending on this was actually massively... Not disappointing, it's the wrong word for it, but I felt like it could have been a lot stronger. In fact, infinitely stronger, because I felt like the main character, which was the female, she could have actually done a lot more with this. But I really enjoyed it. It was a cool game to play from that perspective. I massively recommend you go and play it. Watching it is also really, really good, so make sure you go watch it on the channel as well. Yeah, hopefully I haven't ruined that for you. Now, spoiler alert over, spoiler alert over, spoiler alert over. He's coming back.
Hello.
Hello. We didn't insult you at all while you were gone, I promise.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
yes, we're over. But yeah, what have you been playing anyway? You got anything on your list of things that you've been playing? Any apps, cool apps, any games that you've been up to? What have you been playing?
I mean, well, I was just trying to see if I could run FIREWATCH on my computers. But now the site that I normally use to tell me these things is saying I have to download something to do it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I just want you to tell me.
I would say it's an incredibly low-spec game. You should be able to play it. It's quite a small game. It doesn't require much power to play it, so I think you should be able to play it. And also, I 100% recommend you do. By the way, the ending, I'm going to tell you now.
What have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Rocket League.
Yep.
Love that game. Can't get enough of that game. Just a good game for throwing it on and just chilling out. I don't feel like I have to. Like, I'm also playing. I keep calling this slightly wrong. It's Mount and Warband or Mount and Warblade.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played a lot, and I should know the name, but I can never bother to remember it properly. But I've been playing a lot of that. But that's quite an involving game, so you need to kind of put like
you got to pack hours into it.
Hours aside to play that game. Rocket League, you can just throw on bosh, couple of games. I mean, you end up playing hours of it because it's so good.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. That's the key message.
Fair. Okay, yeah, well, to be honest with you, I mean, I definitely agree on the Rocket League front. That's probably one of the things that I think I've found that I loved about the game so much. I'm quite late to the scene on it, but its chuck on and chuck off ability is just fucking unreal. Also, heads up, the Batmobile's coming to it.
I know, I saw that. I am totally buying that. Considering I bought 3 out of the 4 DLC.
Ooh, girl.
I think. I think there is 4. I didn't buy the gangster looking cars.
No. Did you buy the DeLorean? Did you get it?
No, I didn't. I keep thinking I might because it is cool. But I'm really liking the first set, like the Mad Max kind of styly.
Spiky
like
and cool looking.
Chain spikes and like camo paint and rust burnt paint job.
Oh.
I like. And the cars look quite cool. Quite chunky and like
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I like the DeLorean. It's the only DLC I bought currently at the moment. The other one I quite like is the hot rod sort of looking type ones. They look pretty badass. They're on my list of things to get. Well, what do you guys think in the comments? Let us know. Let us know what you think on DLCs. I actually personally feel it's one of the few games that I don't feel shit about buying stuff in. A lot of games, like War Thunder and stuff like that, you felt like kind of obligated to buy stuff in that game because you feel like you couldn't quite progress if you didn't sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost not quite pay to play, but almost in that sort of, that kind of horrible place in a game.
You would have to grind hard to progress, really, in that game.
Yeah.
Or just be really good.
Which I found very frustrating about stuff like that. But I just like that in something like Rocket League that we can actually... You don't ever need to buy anything, and you'll still be the exact same standard of player as someone else. It's purely aesthetics.
Yeah, it's very level playing field.
Yeah, I like that. It doesn't matter about how much experience you've got or anything like that. You progress purely just by getting better and learning how to do stuff. That's the only ability you get in the game is yourself, which I think is pretty unique to any game on the market at the moment. Actually, I don't think there's many games out there where you can truly say that everyone is on an equal playing field. That's it.
Yeah. So, it is normally the coiners that kind of step it up a notch. And it becomes a little bit disheartening when you play against people who have obviously spent a lot of money on the game and got all like the special power-ups and stuff, because you're like, well, there's just nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of the reason I don't play a lot of FPS gaming, to be honest with you, because when you go on there and you've got a 9-year-old whose parents have bought them every single pack available, and they're fucking capping you off from a million miles away while you've got the shitty standard gun, and you don't want to spend 100 and something quid buying DLCs and add-ons and this and that, well then, that to me sucks balls, man. I've already spent 50 quid on a game, why the fuck should I be also now having to spend another, say for instance, probably around 100 quid on most games to actually get fully established in the game. That's crazy. I mean, great for the game developers, you guys are fucking winning all over, but as for the actual consumer, we're getting dicked over in a big way for that.
And you end up feeling more stressed playing a game than not. Like, I need to get this new bit of kit. It's almost... I mean, WoW was different because I don't know, I didn't play WoW a lot, but I assume it was easier to grind for the gear as opposed to just buy it outright. I'm not even sure you can buy it outright.
I certainly don't think you could at the beginning. I mean, again, same for me. I never really played WoW or any of those big MMORPG games.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I feel like something needs to happen, a big turn in the industry. I think a big part of the problem is a lot of new gamers that are coming into gaming now don't know any better than the whole pay-to-play gaming that we've kind of got wrapped up in now. And a lot of the older gamers love the games so much that are coming out that we kind of just deal with it and we just kind of roll with it, rather than there being a bit of an uprising where people say, well, fuck you, we're not going to buy Battlefield 4, say for instance, or we're not going to buy the new Call of Duty because we're fed up of having to pay out loads of money to buy weapons and buy DLCs and do this, when essentially when you spend £50 on a fucking game, it should come with some new level maps and it should be a standard thing. You shouldn't have to pre-order to receive an extra map. You shouldn't have to pay another £12 to get a map. Like, I'm all up for keeping something alive by putting money into it, but it shouldn't be about you being a better player because you put money into the game. That's the way I feel about it. Anyway.
Yeah, you could do. To be honest, I'm not so... I agree with you. I'm not so hard edge on it though. Like, if they were already, if the initial release was like big, if it was worth the £50, then I'm kind of alright with them doing pre-order stuff where you get like the Fallout's kind of stuff. Like, Fallout was a massive game, but if you did the pre-order, then you got loads of cool little bits with it. Then I'm not so bothered with that, because you feel like you're getting a substantial thing for your initial purchase. Yeah. Like, I bought the Fallout games and I was happy with that, without doing the pre-ordering or anything. Normally because I was too poor to do the pre-ordering, but because I totally would have.
Yeah, but I don't mind so much when you're getting a physical thing for your pre-order. So, like, if you've got the Pip-Boy, say for instance, for your pre-order or something like that, the only beef I get with it is when you get like an additional costume, or you have this skin on your weapon, or some shit like that, and you think, hang on, really? Am I going to actually pay another £30 on a pre-order, say for instance, to get these additional items or whatever. If it's just built into your pre-order and it's no extra money, that's cool. But if I'm going to pay additional money, which a lot of these companies are doing now, they're making you pay an additional fee on top of the pre-order, and all you're getting is skin packs. Like, that's disgusting in my opinion, man. I don't think they should be allowed to, in my opinion. I think, it's different when you're getting something physical, but in my opinion, when we were younger, if you pre-ordered a game, I didn't really do a lot of this, but I've always seen it in the magazines and stuff like that, or on the internet when you've been buying. You used to get like a physical statue of the character, or you'd get some really cool memorabilia of the character, or some merchandise of some sort, a t-shirt or something cool that came with it, Nowadays it seems like it's more about, oh, here's a skin, or here's a weapon that, only you have, but everyone else will unlock in a year's time or something. It's like those kind of things to me. Yeah, it's a bit of a punch in the dick, really, in my opinion, for a lot of stuff like that. But I don't know, man.
I don't even know that it's the maker's fault. It's like you say, it's us that kind of buy into it, and it's the kind of people out there. And I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad mentality they have, but they like, they're collectors. They like to have all the little pre-order bits. They like to have every skin going. They will, 100% the games
because they're diehard fans for the franchises. Yeah,
or just they're that kind of. They're just those kind of people that when they do something, they do it 100%, and it makes it sound like I'm blaming them. If they didn't buy it, then it's all their fault. I think it's just people in general.
Essentially, it's the consumer's fault, though. It is a consumer's fault in the long run, because we're the ones that are buying into this idea rather than sort of saying, no, why the fuck am I paying this? It's like I was watching a thing about Halo, the new Halo that came out, and it was in the thousands to buy every single item of DLC that came in that game. Like, how people will do it, but how the fuck can you justify spending that kind of moolah on a game?
Disposable income.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, really rich parents. I don't know.
I suppose it's people will spend thousands on like skiing or their cars or something. Whatever you love doing, you put your money into it. And if gaming is your hobby, then it feels harder because you're like, well, you're not getting anything real out of it. You're just spending thousands on nothing on a game that you might stop playing in 2 years tops or whatever.
Just feels like a low blow to me in gaming. Like, I feel like we've hit a bit of a low point for that side of things. I just feel like not even the physicality of DLCs and stuff like that, you shouldn't get something physical for it, but I just feel like it should be more than skins and stuff. Like, they shouldn't be charging people for that. It should just be a customization option in the game. Like, back in the day, I don't want to be like, oh, back in the day, but back in the day, you used to get a customization in a game, and still to this day, in a lot of games where they don't want to pay out for it, you get that customization in a game where you can make your character look a certain way, you can jazz up their outfit to look in a certain way. You didn't have to pay a £20 package fee to be able to unlock a blue jacket. You just painted your jacket blue. You just said, oh, I want to make that jacket blue. And like GTA said, for instance, when you go on GTA, you make your character look a certain way. Awesome. They bring out DLCs for new outfits that are free in the game every few months, and they give them to you. So they say like a Valentine's update, so you get like some cool outfits that represent that or whatever. You don't have to pay for it. That's what I mean. Whereas in certain games, when you suddenly get into this weird position when you're having to pay them to look that way, it just seems crazy to me. But I think we'll leave that down to you guys. Let me know what your opinion is. Yeah, and I think, to be honest with you, it really shows the ones that are after money and shows ones that are more set out to provide you with something good.
I think that's like, that is the main thing. Like, all the apps that you get nowadays they're all got some
in-game
pay to play element.
Yeah,
in-game purchasing kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and I get very bored of it very quickly. So yeah. But one thing that I would really like to see a rebirth on is 2-player co-op games or multiplayer on the same console, like old Halo and stuff. Like, I know the kind of gaming community's gone. It's developed beyond that a little bit, but I miss being able to roll around yours or whatever and throw Halo on. I think we never really Halo or whatever, but a 2-player game and it not be or Call of Duty.
Just split screen, baby. Why the fuck does split screen die?
Probably because it's annoying people having to look at one screen but have two halves. But I liked it. And with the size of TVs nowadays, don't even matter, son.
Yeah, I think it's more we grew up on it as well, because obviously console gaming was so different when we were kids, with the NES and fucking Sega, Mega Drive, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. All of those consoles, man, they were so aimed at you sitting with your friends and having a laugh over, obviously the internet wasn't really established the way it is now. Nowadays it's more aimed purely at get online with your friends, because they want you and your friends to all own a PS4 or all own an Xbox. They don't just want one of you to get one. So it's clever, but it's also appealing to, I guess, the busier side of people these days. As we've grown up, we're all still gamers at, sort of our 20s, 30s and 40s. A lot of people are still playing games and loving doing that, whereas our lives are more busy. You don't have time for your friends to come over. I think that's what they're trying to appeal to, I guess, in some respects, when they're doing that. But they shouldn't take the option away. They should just, bury it within the game still, keep it alive.
If you've got time to be on the game anyway, you've got time to go over and sit around your mates.
But not if you live in a different part of the country,
No. If you live in a different part of the country, then good discussion over. Then internet gaming is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, just geographically. Yeah.
Difficult. Like I say, I think we'll throw this one out to the viewers. Let you guys really decide for us on that one. I'd love to see what the debate could come up with in the comments. So you guys sort of throw down your ideas, throw down what you think. I'll try and reply to some if I can. Tom, if you can as well, pop on there. We can sort of reply to a few as well, and have a little chat about that. I'll be intrigued to see what you guys come up with, what your feelings are from the different age groups that actually view the channel and stuff. I'd be more than anything, I'd just be intrigued to see what their opinion is on it, whether they think it's a joke or whether they think it's acceptable, or if they have a quite convincing argument to or through. This is going to move us into the next part of the podcast, which is actually going to be something that is purely about you guys, the viewer. So we want you guys to suggest cool parts for this actual part of the for this part of the podcast. We want you to either throw us some questions, we'll answer some questions, do a bit of a Q&A sort of styley thing, or we can do some funny skit ideas. With me and Tom are talking about doing some funny things like that. So if you have like a little funny skit idea, like you two should, I don't know, there's a pink elephant in the sky, you two have to act out that there's a pink elephant in the sky. I don't know, I'm pulling this out my arse here, but it could be anything.
Town square or something?
In the town square, anything but a pink elephant.
Are we going to commit to that level of exposure?
Oh, we're only going to be acting by sitting in our chairs and doing what we're doing right now. But we're not talking about real life fucking, movie star footage.
Well, definitely not real life fucking. That's not happening. It's not that kind of channel.
No, that is not that kind of channel whatsoever. Yeah, so so throw down your ideas, guys. Questions, funny skit ideas, funny things in general. I did put out a message on Twitter and Facebook a couple of days ago, but you can reach us either by hitting us up on this video. You can hit me up on Twitter as well. It's at Rhys the King. All the links are in the description of this video or in the podcast description in itself, so you'll be able to access all of that stuff and ask the questions via that. If you ask me on Twitter, use the hashtag AskDaPodcast, and then you'll be able to come straight to here. I can search the hashtag, super duper easy way of doing it, or comments on the video is probably the other second easiest way. You can do it by Facebook, but I'm less likely to see it on Facebook because I don't go on it very often. So really, Twitter and comments.
Likely to find it on Facebook.
Yeah, but if you don't have access to my channel page, so
it's
completely irrelevant.
Don't bother with Facebook. Just waste of time. Fuck you, who invented it. I can't remember the guy's name.
Ned Flanders.
Ned Flanders, you bastard.
So
Ned Flanders is a lovely guy.
I love him. Diddly diddly diddly, get ugly. Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that floating around the internet? That Jason Derulo song, where he's like diddly diddly diddly, get ugly, and then everyone's just putting Ned Flanders into it, just going diddly 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 diddly. That sounded very Australian.
But I will be googling it shortly.
Please do, because it's hilarious, and if you guys, you should do it too. So this is pretty much going to wrap up the podcast for today. Like I say, this is going to be coming up once a month. What have we learnt today? We have learnt that Tom isn't stupid. We've learnt a lot about our opinions on gaming, some stuff that we're playing on the channel, and that this is pretty freaking awesome. So this has been the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, Mr. Tom.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes, good. Tom will be back for more.
Yeah.
We might actually possibly go down the route of having some guests on at some point as well, guys. So if you have any cool suggestions for that, not ridiculous, like fucking PewDiePie or something, because the chances of us reaching PewDiePie and getting him on here are about 1 billion to 1.
You can do it.
You cut out for half of that. Just you getting angry with the camera.
Dream big, Rhys. Dream big.
Dream big. All right. If you think it, they will do it.
That's it.
That's a modernised version of "If you build it, they will come." Right, cool. Let's wrap up there, Mr. Tom. Let's say goodbye. I'm gonna say bye-bye. Bye, guys.
To have more.
Make sure you support this podcast, guys, with a like or a share, or of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're new to the podcast itself, you can hit the subscribe button on that as well, and you'll get it. You know, it'll download to you every single time it comes out, and you'll get it from that. So, multiple of mediums. See you in the next one. I'm Rhys the King. Bye-bye. See you later, Mr. Tom.
Bye-bye, Mr. Rhys.
Bye. Today we are back on Plague Inc. Evolved, and we are on the brand new co-op mode, which is pretty freaking excited. I am joined, of course, by Mr. Tom. I'm Cock and Roll, he is Bum Squibs, and we together are going to kill the world. Take it over. Let's find a character model that we like. We look like kind of like a Liam Neeson. I have a very special set of skills, and I will use them. Nice. That'll do. Let's get into it.
I need you.
Alright. Says you with looking like your face has been blown apart.